Congratulations to the Chicago Sky on a very nice win. Angel Reese, Camilo Cardoso, Kennedy Carter, everybody played well. All right. I'll give them their own separate video. This isn't about that. This one's about the Indiana Fever and what went wrong. So, obviously, NaLyssa Smith got outplayed. From the very first bucket that Angel Reese scored on her, she started talking to her. She got her completely out of her game. And even if she wasn't out of her game, she was just out of her league. I know last game she had 3 fouls in 25 seconds or something like that. This was no better. So hopefully it'll awaken something inside of her. Not only the next time they face, but just for the rest of the season, because that was embarrassing. All right. Kelsey Mitchell dropped 3 passes. I was glad that the commentators called her out on that. One or two of them looked like it was done on purpose. It's hard for me to even fathom how a professional player or any player could really miscalculate a pass the way that it was done. I could see dropping one or two, but it was one that looked like she just literally stepped out the way and changed the angle on purpose. Can't tell me otherwise. But whatever. I won't linger on that too long. Also, yeah, the non-passing, but she didn't put herself out there on the floor, so we're getting there. Erica Willard, not a great game. Moving on. Christy Wallace, she started off good. Another good shooting game. Got put in a bad position late in the game. She shouldn't have had the ball in her hands driving to the rim. That's not her game. That's not what she's best at doing. But somebody had to do it because, Caitlin Clark passed the ball ahead where I felt like she could have took a couple more dribbles. Maybe if she had some rest. She was out there for 40 minutes. Maybe if she had some rest, she would have dribbled the ball across half court. That's where I feel like she's the most dangerous. Even if she doesn't take the shot there or drive it all the way to the rim, I just feel like the amount of attention that she attracts from the defense there allows for a trailer to come open, but she passed it off early. We're going to have to pull back on some of those pass aheads for Caitlin Clark because either they're dropping them or they're not doing anything with them. I understand you want to be a great teammate, but until Fact Billy comes back or they prove that they can handle those in practice or something, I don't know. But let's pull back on those and let's dribble across half court and be a threat, the threat that you are. And there were some opportunities also in the mid range too, where I felt like, hey, you need to get to the free throw line. Like earlier in the season, you were getting to the free throw line with a lot more regularity than you have these past few games. I'm not sure if the hard fouls are taking their toll on her mentally or what, but you can't let that happen. Everything can't be an open three or a wide open drive to the lane. Sometimes you have to make something out of nothing. But moving on, this is about Chrissy Size, man, because this was bad coaching. This is bad coaching. I said before the game that they haven't found a way to slow down Kennedy Carter, which means if I knew it, they knew it. One of the assistant coaches had to show, hey, we haven't found a way to stop Kennedy Carter. And they came out right from the gate, blow-bys, just blow-bys. We're not sending the ball handler towards the help. We're not putting in the personnel. I mean, we did draft a defensive player of the year, 5'11", 167, that can redirect somebody as slight as Kennedy Carter, get up there and play defense, not stand back off of her 4 feet. You're going offense against offense. Hey, listen, it's great. Kelsey Mitchell, she can score. She was scared to get up on Kennedy Carter. She wouldn't get within 2 feet of her. So, I mean, we're trading blow by for blow by at that point. Get her out of there. Get in a defensive option. You have one. But that never happened. Also, they did a really good job a few games ago at blitzing screen, treating teams the same way that they were treating Caitlin Clark. And I thought that that would be something that we would see going forward. Apparently not. We didn't see it today at all. Everything was drop back, drop back, drop back. I thought we'd see a lot more blitzing. We saw it one game, and then now all of a sudden we just don't see it when you need it. That's wild to me. Okay. I already talked about the substitution patterns. If Erica Willer is going to play 15 minutes, then you can find 3 or 4 minutes for Caitlin Clark to sit on the bench. She doesn't need to be out there during the entirety of the Erica Willer experience. I'm not sure how long that experience should last during the game anyway, but you already know how I feel about 5'9" point guards that don't shoot threes well. So we already talked about that. Maybe some of you guys are first time listeners, so I'll keep driving that point home. Didn't like it. Coaching was horrible. I'm sorry. There were no adjustments being made defensively at all. Offensively, for Caitlin Clark to only get, what, 4 shots up in the second half? One in the last 7 minutes. Some she turned down herself, but still, there are certain sets that just need to be ran specifically for her, especially coming out of a timeout and the ball finding its way to NaLyssa Smith with the way that she had been playing the entire game. That was egregious. There's nothing you can tell me that would make me accept that as a smart basketball decision. That's coaching. The lack of defensive adjustments, that's coaching. That's coaching. You let Kennedy Carter get downhill completely at will, even late in the fourth. Even late in the fourth. Last time you guys faced the Sky, when you were getting killed on the boards by Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso, you guys came out in the second half and adjusted, showed a nice adjustment, kept them off the glass. Kennedy Carter got slowed down. This game? What happened to that? What happened to that? Just completely let go of the rope in the fourth quarter and got outplayed after pretty much holding the lead for most of the game. That was unforgivable. Well, maybe unforgivable is a stretch, but it was outrageous. All right. Very upsetting. And again, I'm not putting the lack of shots completely on the coaching. Caitlin Clark had opportunities. She's passing them up. Everything's not going to be an open three or a drive to the rim. You have to get creative. You're one of the best basketball players in the world. You don't have to just play by the basics, no matter what the coach says. Now, I saw that there are some times that Caitlin Clark looked like she was getting frustrated with the coach coming out of timeouts over there in the huddle. So maybe we will see her say, to hell with this, and all of these teammates dropping passes. I'm about to go Caitlin mode, but we haven't seen that. And that's on her. She has the power, wield it. Enough with being nice, enough with being a rookie. It's time to wield the power. You have it. You may lose some friends in the locker room by wielding it, but sometimes that has to happen. They won't be there forever, including the coach. You're not agreeing with what she's saying? Apparently, what she's saying wasn't working down the stretch. Change the game plan. You wouldn't be the first player to completely wave off what the coach is saying. Now, maybe I watch too much NBA and I compare it too much to the NBA, and this is a different game. I see coaches getting the clipboard grabbed from them in timeout sometimes when what they're saying doesn't make sense. So it's time to stop playing nice. So let me know what you guys think. Was this just bad coaching? Just a horrible defensive strategy from top to bottom? Bad substitution patterns? Bad offensive strategy down the stretch? Or was this just a matter of the other team played harder, executed better, and Angel Reese wanted it more? Was it a combination of the two? It usually is. It usually is a combination of the two, but I'll let it go on that one. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, peace.